When it comes to tracking liquids, things can get a little bit confusing because our food label, which normally would have serving size listed as, one serving or 1 cup or 1 tablespoon, and then in brackets, it will say however many grams that serving size equals. For a solid food item, that works easily. But for a liquid food item, you will see that the label has in brackets that measurement now in milliliters or liters or a measurement of volume. And that can be a bit confusing because some food scales may have a measurement that says, milliliters or liters or some form of food volume. Some do not, though. Here's the thing. If your digital scale says that it is tracking in milliliters, it is not. A food scale cannot weigh volume, and milliliters would be a measurement of volume. So it's only just weighing it. It's tracking it in grams, essentially. It might say milliliters, but it's not. So we just treat food labels the same way. If in brackets, my container of milk says that it is 250 milliliters for that serving size, when I created my custom entry, I just put in all of the data and I put it in as grams instead of milliliters. I pretend that they are exactly equivalent. 1 gram equals 1 milliliter. And that is completely true for water. But for other liquids, there are different densities involved, and that might not exactly be perfectly true. But there would be a huge amount of insane science involved in order to figure out what the actual difference is. So for the sake of simplicity, we just go with what's easier and what's, as close to accurate as we can get without making ourselves completely insane. And we would just weigh it in grams. We treat the food label as if it says it's in grams, and we pretend that 1 gram of liquid is the equivalent of 1 milliliter. Even if it's not water, even if it's a different type of liquid, we're just going to pretend 1 gram equals 1 milliliter and call things good. Because you know what? In all other areas, we are trying to increase the accuracy of our food understanding and the accuracy of our tracking. So when we have occasional things like liquids, like things that are measured via volume instead of weight, we can have a little bit of room for some flexibility, a little bit of room for some inaccuracy or some estimation, because we are trying to be accurate in other spots, and we can kind of compromise to make things a little bit easier. So anytime you have a liquid, if the food label says milliliters, just pretend it says grams. And when you're weighing it on your digital scale, you're going to weigh it in grams and call it good.